Hey guys, my name's Jennifer and this is just the first of my body sculpting series. I like to call this particular flow Yoga Booty. I designed it when I was living in Israel. I got to teach it a few times on the Mount of Olives, which was so cool, and they loved it there, so hopefully you do too. Two things before we begin. One, this flow is supposed to burn, so fight through it and I promise you will love the results. Two, there are some more advanced poses in this flow, and so if you have a hard time with them, you can either A, pause the video and work on it, B, find a modification that works for you, or C, skip it entirely. This flow has done great things for my glutes, and so I'm really excited to hear how you guys love it. With that, let's begin. For child's pose, we bring our knees as wide as the mat, toes to touch, bow forward. So for this practice, we're gonna set an intention or a purpose for our movements. Perhaps you wanna have a practice of gratitude, willpower, peace. Whatever it is you need in your life right now, intend to discover it today while on the mat. Once you've set your intention, rise up for tabletop, and then begin to take hip circles. Moving your hips in all different directions to wake up the glutes, the spine, the hips. Become one with your mat. We're gonna take cat-cow, where we drop the belly, lift up for cow, and then on an exhale, we arch our spine, round our back. Inhale, cow. Exhale, cat. Inhale, cow. Exhale, cat. Tuck your toes beneath the mat, lift your knees off the floor, and reach your glutes to the ceiling for down dog. Since this is our first time doing this pose, we're going to tread our dog or walk our dog by pressing our heels into the mat one at a time. Make sure you're pressing the floor away, relaxing your head and neck, keeping a really straight spine. From here, walk your feet up to your hands and hang for forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift to create a flat line from the top of your head to your tail. Exhale, collapse for forward fold. Inhale, swing your arms up over your head. Exhale, sink those glutes back for chair pose. Prepare for chair squats by bringing your hands to heart center and squat for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold this last one. Inhale, rise up on your toes, swinging your arms forward for awkward pose. Open your arms and twist to your left. Return to center. Open your arms and twist to your right. Return to center. Step your left foot back at a 45-degree angle flat on the ground. Raise your arms for Warrior 1. Take Warrior 2 pose by aligning your front heel with your back arch, straightening out those arms and gazing forward, and prepare for Warrior 2 lunges. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold this lunge. Swing your hips forward, rise up on that front foot for Warrior 3. Raise your back leg and arms, shooting 3 lines of energy, forward, backward, and down into the ground. Now we're going to transition into a little bit more of a difficult pose. This is half moon pose. Rotate your back foot so it's pointing towards the wall. Turn your torso to the side. Open your arms vertically. Raise that back leg as best as you can. And don't worry if you're a little off balance here. This is a tricky pose. On an exhale, bring both feet to the mat for forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, your arms up for a mountain pose variation. Exhale, sink back for chair pose. Inhale, bring your hands to heart center. Exhale, squat for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold this last one. On an inhale, rise on your toes, bringing your arms in front of you for awkward pose. Exhale, open up to the left. Inhale, come to center. Exhale, open up on the right. Return to center. On your next inhale, step your right foot back at a 45-degree angle for Warrior 1. Raise your arms high above your head and make sure that both feet are flat on the mat. Now widen your stance, aligning that front heel with your back arch, taking Warrior 2. As you prepare for lunges, make sure your knee is not covering your view of your big toe. Now let's begin those lunges for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and you know the drill, hold this last one. Keep your gaze just over your middle finger. Inhale, step forward on that left foot, raising your right leg, creating that straight shelf for Warrior 3. When you're ready, let's rotate that back leg, pointing your toe towards the other wall. Open up your arms for half moon pose. The secret to balancing when you're in hard poses is to find a dristi, or a point of focus, and breathe into it. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, flat spine. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, mountain pose variation. Exhale, sink back for chair pose. Now, for one of my favorite glute flows, begin to touch opposite hand to opposite foot. We'll do 5 on each side for a total of 10. Don't let the burn stop there. Taking eagle pose, wrap your right leg around your left and swing your right hand under and around your left. If it's hard to balance, you can single leg kickstand your foot like this. Otherwise, inhale, lengthen your spine, and exhale, sink a little bit lower. Unwrap from eagle for standing pigeon. Place your right ankle to your left knee, hands to heart center, and sink down for an amazing glute stretch. Now let's take eagle on the other side, left leg around the right, and left arm swings under the right. Raise your elbows. Inhale, lengthen your spine, and exhale, sink a little bit lower. Let's go ahead and unwrap from eagle pose. Take standing pigeon, bringing your left ankle to your right knee, and get a really good stretch here. Congratulations, yogis! You've now made it to the more advanced section of class, where together we're gonna try our hand at a fun new yoga pose. Now keep in mind, this is just for a fun challenge. It's okay if you can't get it. I'm even still working on this one. Our pose today is called Birds of Paradise. Take your left foot back into a low lunge. Wrap your right arm underneath your left leg and take a bind by connecting your arms behind your back. From here, step forward with your back leg and then carefully stand up. When you feel stable here, lift your right leg straight into the air as best as you can. Now we're all little standing birds. Return back down to your mat and repeat on the other side. Low lunge, take a bind, step forward, stand up. It's okay to be off balance. This is a tricky pose. And then straighten up that left leg. Whether you felt like an exotic flamingo or a wobbly turkey, it doesn't matter. Give yourself credit. Let's meet down in child's pose. Remember the intention that you had at the beginning of this practice. Bring it back as we finish off for the second half of our yoga booty flow. Meet me up in tabletop where we will take 10 donkey kicks. Bend your right knee into a 90-degree angle, flex your foot, and lift your knee up to hip level. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now we'll start fire hydrants by swinging our knee out away from center. 10, 9, 8, 7, really squeeze at the top here, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring on the heat here by extending your leg out, and now we're going to raise it up. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. No time to think, circle that leg in one direction. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. You're gonna love me for this. Circle in the other direction. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lay on the left side of your body, bending your knees at 90 degrees and bring your ankles to touch. Keep your ankles connected, raise your top knee and squeeze. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. It's all about the mind-muscle connection here. Really feel that squeeze in your side glutes. 3, 2, 1. Same thing other side. Donkey kicks, right leg back. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4. Really kick it at the top. 3, 2, 1. Fire hydrants now with a good squeeze. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Extend that right leg out. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Get ready for circles. Whew. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Other side now. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Straight down for clamshells on your right side. Connect those ankles and squeeze at the top. 10, 9, 8, 7, slow and controlled here. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. What a burn! Meet me on your back now for bridge pose. Once on your back, bend your knees and place your feet flat on the mat, hip width apart. Inhale, lift your hips, keeping your chin pointed straight to the sky. Now sink those hips back down and then push up for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now we're going to take single leg bridge. Raise your right leg in the air and inhale those hips high for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Switch other leg, left leg high, inhale bridge, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Go ahead and flip over to your belly, and we're going to take plank pose for 30 seconds. You can do anything for 30 seconds. Remind yourself of your intention, why you're here today. Push through the pain. You've made it so far. Press up on your hands now for a high plank. Push your hips up and back for down dog. And then rise up to stand, bringing your feet wide apart. Exhale into goddess pose. Bend your knees over your toes and lower your hips into a squat. You can keep your hands at heart center or use a Gyan Mudra like I am here. Inhale, lengthen the spine. Exhale, go deeper. Make sure you're breathing here. When you're ready, windmill your arms to the side, push back for down dog, and then inhale your left leg high, three-legged dog. Exhale, bring your left knee forward and place it more or less behind your right wrist. Make sure to keep your hips square here and get a good glute stretch. If you're looking for a deeper stretch, you can sink into sleeping pigeon, bringing both elbows to the mat. Wake up your pigeon. We're going to take one of my favorite pigeon modifications. In a tabletop position, place your left leg behind your right glute and sink into a nice side booty stretch. Come into down dog. Inhale your right leg high for three-legged dog. Exhale, swing that knee forward and place your leg on the mat for pigeon. If this bothers your knees, be sure and point the ball of your foot out and press your toes back like a Barbie doll. If you'd like a deeper stretch, take sleeping pigeon. Inhale, wake up that pigeon for tabletop and swing your right leg behind your left glute, placing your toes on the side ground, and sink down for this modified pigeon pose. Come on your back now. Bring your legs straight out in front of you and raise your left knee up to your chest. Give it a hug and then gently guide it toward your other hip until your knee's basically touching the ground. Look to your left and extend that arm out. This spinal twist is such an important way to end your practice, as you are wringing out any remaining toxins or negative energy that you might have held on to. Bring the legs back down in front of you, raise your right knee and tuck it into your chest. Then gently pull it towards your opposite hip near the floor. Turn your head to the right and lengthen out your right arm. We will now end our practice with the most advanced yoga pose of all, Savasana, or corpse pose. Corpse pose allows us to take all of the physical energy that we've been channeling and release it into our spiritual body. Some call this meditation. To begin, get comfortable lying on your mat. If you need to go get a pillow or a blanket, feel free to do so. Bring your feet as wide as your mat and then let them rest however they may. Tuck your chin just a ½ inch toward your chest. Draw your shoulder blades down and slightly in so that they are totally flat beneath you. Release your arms to the side with the palms turned up. When you are ready, close your eyes. Begin to turn your head from side to side a few times until it eventually ends up right back in the center, perfectly balanced. Take a minute to check in with your body. How are you feeling? Check in with your neck and head, and then gently release them into the mat. Check in with your shoulders and then let them melt away. How's your belly? Notice the gentle rise and fall of your breath. One by one, melt your glutes, thighs, knees, feet, toes, and hands into the mat. Focus on your breath, becoming completely conscious of this moment. Gently bring your awareness back to the space. Begin to move your fingers and toes. Take a deep breath. Using your arm as a pillow, roll over onto your favorite side, taking fetal position, reminding us all that we came from the same place. Inhale, rise, seated on the mat. Place your palms face up on your knees and let us take 3 cleansing breaths. Bring your hands together, touching your thumbs to your third eye, igniting positive thoughts. Bring your thumbs to your mouth, igniting positive words. And bring your thumbs to your heart, igniting positive actions. Yogis, Namaste means that the light in me sees and honors the light in you. Namaste. Alright yogis, since this is my first body sculpting course, I'd love it if you would like, subscribe, and then leave a comment with things that you loved and what you'd like to see more of in the future. Namaste.